remembered the 3 S's. To be short, sweet and simple. Well, I've remembered short, sweet and simple. However, it's many years since I was short. And I don't do sweet, so I guess you'll have to settle for 1 out of 3. Can I start by thanking you all for joining with us today to witness the wedding of Mike and Shirley. I know that many of you have had a long journey to be with us today, some from overseas. We're very grateful for you coming. There are, however, some people very dear to our hearts who I know would have been thrilled to have been with us today. But that's not been possible. They are remembered and they are missed. I'd also like to extend my thanks to everyone who has contributed in any way, shape or form to today. I really am very grateful to you. Now, if you've read my words about Shirley on the table, you'll know that on many occasions I felt as if I was an interested observer. I felt the same about the preparations for the wedding. They started slowly, quite some time ago, further back than I care to remember. It has progressed, sometimes quietly, sometimes not quite so quietly, gradually increasing in intensity. It's like a roller coaster played backwards, if you understand me. I have been involved in all the preparations, but the details have been the bride and groom's choice. I have appreciated that Mike and Shirley wished a church wedding with traditional outfits. You may not realise it, but they've paid enormous attention to detail. For instance, some of you may not know that they actually designed their own wedding rings and had them made especially. You might like to look later. Incidentally, you may have noticed that when I use the Christian names of the new Mr. and Mrs. Ross, I refer to them as Mike and Shirley, rather than Shirley and Mike. And the reason for this is I've used initials in my notes, and although M&S may bring to mind a high street store, I thought that was better than the alternative. It really has been a wonderful occasion so far. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I almost feel a little bit guilty that I haven't got some stress. It's far from over, and I've said to many people, the best is yet to come. Maybe that's a philosophy for life. We've got live music due to start at 7:30, continuing through to midnight. The party goes on. Let's enjoy it. Once again, if you've read my words about Shirley on the table, you'll know that she's brought much love and great pleasure to a number of people. And it's been a constant source of pride to me. I admire her talents and abilities, her perseverance, her work ethic and achievements. She's always faced up to her responsibilities. She's also shown that she's got a wonderful imagination and a sense of humour. Although I have to admit that I've been on the receiving end of a certain amount of teasing many times. You rascal. We've had some wonderful times together, many happy memories. Often the pleasures of simple ones, a walk on the beach, playing in the country, reading together, listening to music. I'm sure she remembers cooking and washing Dolly's clothes at Aberlosk. From an early age, she recognised my incompetence with most things practical and domestic. My cooking ran to syrup on toast and bacon sandwiches. Any combination you liked. And in Mum's absence, She took care of me. She was kind enough, however, to refer to me as the fat controller. Too much TV, I say. I'm delighted to have witnessed her making her way in the world and the developing romance and relationship with Mike, which has grown steadily stronger over time. We've found him to be a splendid chap. We've enjoyed getting to know him, but not just him, also his wonderful family and friends. He's always been most welcome. We've enjoyed his company. We've enjoyed the developing friendship. I was going to say he's got a keen interest in sport. Grand Prix today, and England playing vital games in cricket, football, and Rugby World Cup.
2 years ago
we chose the date before they did, we have to say, so we'll forgive him. And, sorry, Uncle Jack, we couldn't make a cup of tea. He knows what I mean. Mike enjoys the outdoor life. He's industrious, caring and considerate. We look forward to spending time with him in the future and offer our assistance in any way we can. That means whether it be in the house or the garden. We look forward to following his successful developing career in politics. He's shown that he's hard-working, compassionate and sensitive. And for a politician, he's capable of making important decisions when necessary. Allow me to illustrate his decision-making abilities with an example. The four of us were together on holiday last August in Croatia. We took a day trip to Dubrovnik. After the guided walking tour of the important sights of the splendid city, we had an hour or so to ourselves. Rosemary suggested two alternatives. Either we could go shopping, or we could walk the city walls. Now, that was a difficult one. Shopping or walls? Walls or shopping? With such admirable qualities, I have no qualms about entrusting my only daughter to his care. We had a super time walking the walls. Thank you. Mike also responds well in adverse situations. Let me give you a very recent example. As far back as yesterday morning, Andrew, Mike and I went to collect the gentleman's outfits. Now all the planning had been done down to the last detail. Booked very early indeed. Fittings during the last week. I've been in touch with the outfitters on the telephone a number of occasions during the week. The last time was on Thursday afternoon. We had hoped that we might be there on Thursday afternoon before they closed at 5 o'clock, but I did say, if we can't make it, first thing Friday morning. Well, sometime after 10 o'clock on Friday morning, Mike, Andrew and I turned the corner of Silver Street in Stockton. The shop came into sight and we all stopped. The shop was clearly deserted. They had literally shut up shop and gone. Metal shutters down, deserted. No sign of life anywhere. Did we panic? You bet. But here we are, all kitted out, sorted. Well done, Mike. Now, some of you, knowing that in a former life I was a maths teacher, you will have been waiting for the references to mathematics. As Margaret knows, I can probably outlive any class for about 45 minutes until the bell goes. And I can see that the bell's coming on soon, so I'll try and squeeze in the last lesson. I'd like to speak now, please, about the four basic operations: division, subtraction, addition and multiplication. You didn't think I was going to do it, did you? Or as my pupils used to call it, sharing, takeaways, adding and timesing. Well, Mike and Shirley, you have today committed yourself to sharing your future together. All of us here present would like to take away our best wishes to you both. There's a huge array of friends, neighbours, work colleagues, associates and so on who would also like to add their best wishes for a happy and prosperous future. Now I have to be careful with the last one, multiplication. So let me just say that we all wish you many happy times together. Just before I close, I'd like to just share with you, if I can, a couple of Father's Day cards. Real ones, treasured. For Father's Day, big hug. Another one, it says, Dad, I'm still your little girl. And I think this one is a little bit more recent. It says, don't worry, I'm still your little girl, just bigger and more expensive. I must hand over to the professionals soon. So, before I do so, can I ask you please to join me in a toast?